Hello students, hope all of you are fine. In today's class, I am going to start the second application of Gauss theorem, that is how to find electric field intensity due to uniformly charged infinite plane sheet. This is the case of surface charge distribution. So let us consider an infinite plane sheet. Let this be infinite plane sheet over which positive charge is uniformly distributed. And let sigma be the surface charge density. If I consider any point P at a perpendicular distance r from the sheet, and you can see at this point the direction of electric field will be toward right. So we can take similar point in this side also. So let this point be P dash at the same distance. Let this distance be also r. So at this point also the magnitude of electric field intensity due to this sheet will be same, but direction is opposite. Direction will be toward left, and in this case direction will be toward right. So let the magnitude of electric field intensity at this point be E. So electric field at this point will also be E. So by symmetry you can see the Gaussian surface through this point should be cylindrical in shape. So we will draw Gaussian surface which is cylinder, because this should be plane. Now Gaussian surface should be closed, so we have to extend this to this point. So this is the Gaussian surface. We can extend this sheet to large dimensions. Here I just want to say is electric field at this point is due to charges enclosed by this Gaussian surface as well as the charges outside the Gaussian surface. Now we have to calculate the electric flux through this Gaussian surface. Now again there are three surfaces. This is curved surface and these two are plane surfaces. So let the area of this surface be A. This is area of cross section. So let this be equal to A. So this area will also be equal to A. If I draw area vector at this point, then area vector should be directed outward. So area vector will be also toward right. This is the area vector. And this shows the direction of electric field. Similarly, in this case, the area vector will be outward. So this is area vector. So means in case of these two surfaces, we can see the angle between direction of electric field and area vector is 0. But if you see this curved surface, area vector will be directed outward, so it will be like this, and electric field is along this side. So angle between electric field and area vector is 90. Means this curved surface will not contribute toward electric flux, and these two surfaces, they will contribute to electric flux. Now we can see the total electric flux through this area will be electric field into this area, so it will be E into A. So we can directly write first we write this point P and this is P dash, the distance of the point from the sheet where electric field is to be calculated is R. Now we will write the electric flux. So electric flux through the Gaussian surface phi E. You can see these two surfaces, they are contributing to electric flux, and this surface is not contributing, so that electric flux is EA plus EA. Because flux through this surface is E into A, flux through this surface is also E into A, so this is the net flux, that is equal to twice of EA. Now if sigma be the surface charge density, then this sigma, this is surface charge density, and now we have to see what is the total charge enclosed by this Gaussian surface. So the charge enclosed by this Gaussian surface will be the charge enclosed by this portion, and the area of this portion is A, and surface charge density is sigma. So charge inside this portion will be, if it is Q, then this Q should be equal to sigma into A. So this is the charge which is enclosed by the Gaussian surface. Now if we apply Gauss theorem, by Gauss theorem, this electric flux is equal to Q over epsilon naught. So if I get number 1, number 2, then 1 and 2 implies twice of EA is equal to Q over epsilon naught. This implies E is equal to Q over 2 epsilon naught A. Now this sigma is equal to Q over A. So means here Q over A is sigma, so we can write it as sigma over 2 epsilon naught. Means the electric field intensity due to this charged infinite plane sheet is sigma over 2 epsilon naught. So it is directly proportional to surface charge density. Larger the surface charge density, larger will be the electric field. If I write it in vector form, then it is written as, so here the direction of electric field is away from the sheet, because the sheet is positively charged. If the sheet be negatively charged, in that case the magnitude of electric field intensity at this point will be same, but direction will be toward the sheet. So means in case of positively charged sheet, direction of electric field is away from the sheet, and in case of negatively charged sheet, it is toward the sheet. So this is about electric field intensity due to this plane sheet. you can also see the magnitude of electric field intensity at this point do not depend upon distance of the point from the sheet. It is independent of the distance. Means the electric field intensity due to this infinite plane sheet is same at all points away from the sheet. Now we will also calculate the electric field intensity due to two sheets if there are two sheets. So let us calculate electric field intensity due to combination of sheets. Before doing electric field for combination of sheets, if instead of this thin sheet, if the sheet is of finite thickness, then both the surfaces of the sheet will contribute to electric field, and in that case the electric field will be given as, for thick sheet, the electric field will be equal to twice of this that due to thin sheet. So this will get cancelled. We will get sigma by epsilon naught. So this is the electric field intensity due to thick sheet. In case of thin sheet, electric field is sigma over 2 epsilon naught, and if the sheet be thick, in that case the electric field intensity will be sigma by epsilon naught. Now we will use this formula for calculating electric field due to combination of sheets. So let's calculate electric field due to two uniformly charged infinite plane sheets. So let I consider two sheets. Let again the charge distributed over it is positive, such that the surface charge density is sigma 1. This is let it be A sheet and surface charge density is sigma 1. You consider some other sheet. Let it be B and surface charge density is sigma 2. That it is also positively charged. Now let the sigma 1 be greater than sigma 2. Now we can calculate the electric field intensity due to combination of these two sheets in between the sheets or outside the sheets. So let we represent this region as, it will be region 1, this is region 2 and this is region 3. Now if we consider some point at this point, electric field at this point will be vector sum of electric field intensities due to these two sheets. So first the electric field due to sheet A. The magnitude of sheet electric field due to sheet A will be E1 is equal to sigma 1 over 2 epsilon naught. Similarly, electric field due to sheet B E2 is equal to sigma 2 over 2 epsilon naught. I assume that these two sheets are thin. Now, if we want to see the electric field in the region 1, the direction of electric field in region 1 due to this sheet A will be toward right that it will be E1. Also, the electric field due to this sheet B will also be toward right, so that it will be E2. So total electric field will be there sum. So in region 1, now if I consider this direction as positive, then it will be negative. So net electric field in region 1 will be equal to E1 plus E2. So that will be equal to sigma 1 over 2 epsilon naught plus sigma 2 over 2 epsilon naught, and we can write here negative. Negative just indicate that this direction is toward left. Similarly, if we see the region 3, the electric field due to this sheet will be toward right. Electric field due to this sheet will also be toward right. As we have discussed that the electric field intensity due to infinite plane sheet, it do not depend upon the distance of the point from the sheets. So again, the net electric field at in this region, in region 3, E will be equal to sum of these two electric fields. So magnitude will remain same. Only direction will be opposite to this. So this will be equal to sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught. This is sigma 2. So these are the electric fields in region 1 and region 3. So in region 2, in region 2, now here electric field due to this sheet, this is positively charged, so electric field will be away from the sheet, means at this point the electric field will be away from the sheet, means it will be toward right, and the electric field due to this sheet, again it will be away from this sheet, so it will be toward left. So now if we take the vector sum, we have to subtract the electric field E2 from E1 in order to calculate the net electric field intensity. So in region 2, E will be equal to E1, or we can write in magnitude form E1 minus E2, because they are in opposite direction. So this is equal to sigma 1 over 2 epsilon naught minus sigma 2 over 2 epsilon naught, because this sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2. So in this case, the net electric field intensity will be toward right. So we can write towards right, directing toward right side. So these are the electric fields due to combination of these two sheets in region 1, region 2 and region 3. Now there can be situation where these two sheets are oppositely charged and magnitude of surface charge densities may be same. So last case, due to two uniformly charged and plane sheets, having opposite charge densities. So I consider two sheets it be positively charged, and surface charge density be plus sigma. This be some another sheet. And let the surface charge density be minus sigma. Now again we can see the electric field in region 1. This is region 2. And this is region 3. Now you can see here the electric field, the magnitude of electric field intensity due to this sheet, that it will be A and it is B. So magnitude of electric field due to sheet A will be sigma over 2 epsilon naught, and due to sheet B is also sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So if I see this region 1 and consider this point, at this point the direction of electric field due to this sheet will be toward right, and due to this sheet it will be toward, the direction of electric field due to this sheet is not toward right, it is toward left, and electric field intensity due to this negatively charged sheet is toward right. So, and the magnitude of both these electric field intensity is same. So we can write the net electric field intensity here is 0. If I consider point here, again the electric field intensity due to this negatively charged sheet, it is toward left, and due to this positively charged sheet it is toward right. So again net electric field intensity at this point is 0. You can write here E A E B, and E is equal to 0 because magnitude of this E A and E B is same. So this is E B and E A. Now if we see region 2, if I consider this point, electric field due to this positively charged sheet is away from the sheet. This is E A, and electric field due to this negatively charged sheet will be toward the sheet, means it will also act toward this side. So both these fields will get added. So we can write the net electric field in this region 2, in region 2, magnitude of electric field intensity is equal to EA plus EB, that is equal to sigma over 2 epsilon naught plus sigma over 2 epsilon naught, that is equal to sigma over epsilon naught. Means here electric field will be equal to sigma over epsilon naught. If I write it in vector form, then E is equal to sigma over epsilon naught. So in case of oppositely charged plane sheets, the electric field intensity in the region outside the sheets is 0, and electric field in between the sheets is sigma by epsilon naught. You can see at any point in between the sheets, the magnitude of electric field is sigma by epsilon naught, and direction is also from left to right. Means in this region the electric field is uniform. So this is the case of uniform electric field. Electric field between two oppositely charged sheets is uniform. So today we discussed how electric field intensity can be calculated for infinite thin charge sheet, and what is the electric field intensity for combination of sheets in case of two oppositely charged sheets, we saw that electric field exists only in between the sheets, and outside the sheets electric field is zero. So I stop. I wish you stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.